Good morning and welcome back to Marjorie Plays. We started a playthrough of Call of the Sea yesterday. This is a mystery adventure puzzle game. Bit of walking simulator feel to it. And let's continue. Come on, there we go, and it's grabbed it. Alright, so I'd gotten myself good and stuck. So let's start here from where we were. And when we entered the second chapter, and see if we can find anything we missed. If not, I've had some thoughts about what I can try. Alright, so we checked out these pictures.
Let me record it. So, you said you've been on this island before.
Yes. Some years ago. I made a rookie mistake. I did it from my fishing boat to go to what looked like a better spot.
We've played that before. Okay, these were in the beginning area. I have these. I had an idea, which might be that we have to put both of these on one lens.
Less than an hour had gone. I went suddenly. My va'a, my canoe overturned. And I got this lovely souvenir from that mistake.
Heavens, what gave you that scar?
It's not a what, but a who. I don't know.
Okay, that takes us back up. We already used the information from above the huts.
Nice comb.
Okay, I missed that before. Missed this before.
I'm not sure what to expect on this island, but I hope I won't regret not having a gun.
Got the photographs before. We got the passport, the shirts, the rifle case.
Did they use all the dynamite? Explosives. Looks dangerous.
Okay, this is the business about the fellow who died. And the reason these two huts are set away is because they contain the dynamite.
Something's missing here.
Yes, and we know what. Here's
Why
the
is this
person.
hammock so far from the rest of the campsite?
Here's the person who sleeps away from everybody else.
Look at this little fella. What peculiar rock formations. Is this basalt?
Now, it turns out there's like a secret, something to be found in every chapter, and we have not found anything secret in chapter 2. We found something secret in chapter 1. So if we're going to 100% this, which I do want to try, I'm not promising I'm going to be able to, but I do want to try. We need to keep hunting. Good morning to whoever's tuned in already. Hope you're having a fine day. Okay, the turtle one. Got that. Got that. Alright, got that. Got that one already. Got the secret place. You would think that this would be where the secret would be, because this was the secret place. So does one of these have a dot on it? We already got this.
What kind of...
Did it back us up? Say we didn't get it? What's down there?
Wow, really old photo. The island is wearing a lot of tribal ornaments, but none of them seem Polynesian.
And that might be the secret item. Because I just got an achieve for that.
This appears to be the shrine of a Polynesian impressive work. Is that a fish pattern?
Hello, mystery. I'm gonna sit. All right. Medium there.
I'm not really sure
And then above a
how this
small.
thingamajig works, or what to do with it.
So center. And then up. Small. That one. Oh. Then nothing special happened. The meter's gone up. It's up to 4 dots. See, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm not really sure how this thingamajig works.
So
or
maybe
what
it has
do
to
with
be
it.
at 6 dots, 6 correct dots. Okay. Okay, we've been here before. And we looked at that one. We looked at this one. Are there any other look at symbols over here somewhere that we missed? Okay, this is Modify Tillinghast Invention. Okay, and then we get to this room. And this room has pictures of eyes with dots in different positions.
Are these ornamental? Or something else?
I think they mean things.
I feel disoriented down here. I almost feel as if they're watching me.
And,
This eye, is it calling to me?
and this is one of the 2 that we've drawn. That one.
Do they have 2 pupils?
No, this one has 3. So for her to have said 2 is a bit off.
Were these eyes related to the ritual?
Good morning, Spiky, and how are you?
Do they have 2 pupils?
No, that one has 3.
Another eye. I hear whispering.
I hope hanging in there is a good hanging in there and not a, oh my goodness, things are coming apart hanging in there. Okay. So we also have this pattern. Is there anything in the notebook that looks like that pattern? No. So this one and this one have goo. That one's gold.
I can press these star-shaped tiles.
Down makes them gooey, up makes them not. So I think I'm supposed to make some kind of pattern out of them. Alright, let's start here. You're hanging in there. Okay. And what if I similarly do... I didn't like that. If I do this one. Okay, well, it'll connect those 6. Does that do anything? I do wonder if somewhere I've missed that there's a key to this, of what I'm supposed to be tracing. And I'm wondering if I should just remove like the no back seating. What if we try this one and try to connect it to this one? Can it? Oh, it can, even though those things are in the way. Alright, so can we connect the entire... No, you cannot. How about that one? Well, it'll take that. Doesn't like that, but it made a big clunk. That was the first time I heard that noise. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Watching the Japanese stream. Yeah, she was doing pretty well. 6, 7. When I get to 8, I get the clunk. So I get a path of 8? Wonder what was on the ceiling and what it looked like. There are 2, 4, and then there would be 2 more if it was going to be... Oh wait, now there are 3 with drips. This one has drips now. Oh, hello.
I hear it. I'd better draw it just in case.
That had... Okay, hold on. We're going to go up to...
The whispering, it stopped. Was I imagining all that?
Hey, Mary Berry wannabe. Yeah, the Japanese stream, the Japanese witness stream is doing very well. She's doing extremely well. She's being very logical about it, even though she hadn't gone through a lot of the starter puzzles. She did really well in the town. Didn't she say she's like a systems analyst or something like that? And, you know, forgive me, by the way, if I've got an archaic term for, you know, I can't help it. My understanding of computer science is very, yeah, systems engineer. Yeah. Yeah. So she's probably logical as all get out. Okay, so we knew that one. We knew that one. Now we need to add a third one with a big dot in the right. All right, so center and right. That's not bad. Okay. Right? This one might be too close. Yeah, I think it is. I like that better. I don't know if that one's too close. It might need to be there. No, that's about right. And then one above it that's small. But it might need to be there and there. Alright, so let's subtract that one out. Go to the left one. No, to the left one more. And then go up 2.
Yes, I think I solved it.
That's it.
I wonder what I might be able to see with this lens.
Okay, now. The question is, where does that go? So I'm having nightmares at night with the beginning of the music from the challenge. That's how aversive I'm finding it. Yeah. It's real. But after I get my grocery shopping done today, because I think it's not going to snow today, so might be safe to go grocery shopping. After I get my grocery shopping done, I'm going to try perhaps a few more challenge runs on my own, not streamed, just to see. Oh, I thought maybe it would go here. No, it doesn't. It doesn't go here. Okay. On these lights? Okay. Alright, now there was a telescope in the first? No, it's right here. Let's try it here.
It fits.
Now what happens? Okay, check as in you used it. Okay.
What? What on earth? What is happening?
Okay, so that's the pattern we're gonna have to trace on the floor.
My God. What was that I saw? What were those stars?
Okay, please tell me we sketched that. Yes. Alright, so the question is, you're bigger. So you're the bigger one. Whoop. Don't use escape to get out of menus. Use tab. So kind of convex path. You. Then reverse it for one. Now 3. So that's those 3. Now, okay.
Right, looks like I solved it. Great Scott! Oh, the well is filling up. That's black ooze.
Okay, we're gonna get oozed.
What's happening? What's happening? I'm feeling faint again. What is this? Where am I?
I've played my share of
Am I
horror
dreaming again?
games.
This is different. It isn't my recurring dream. I can't stop walking. My legs aren't responding. Holy Moses, what?
This is very
What
light
is
for
that
a horror
creature
game.
on the horizon?
It's not very horror-y. It's got just really light Lovecraft touches. I can handle that. True horror games and really bad jump
Wait a moment.
scares,
No,
I can't
no,
do.
No! Ah!
And I wouldn't ask my audience to either, because that's really out of what I watch and play. I don't do out and out. Like, I don't do
I
the...
can breathe. Underwater.
There you go. That'll be what the Black Ooze did. And I don't know, by the way, I'm playing this blind. I am playing this completely blind, but I will bet you dollars to donuts that that's what the Black Ooze does, is it allows us to to breathe. Press left shift to swim faster. Okay. So this is where we start. Am I blind? No. No, but my vision's not good. Technically, I think one of my eyes qualifies as blind and the other one does not. So I think I've got 2400 in one eye and 2200 in the other. So I wear glasses all the time.
I have to get back. I have to find...
What are we trying to find? So I think we've got a new chapter. But I love it that we can breathe underwater. This is cool. This looks very volcanic rock-like. But this looks like mold or something. Yeah, my right eye is the bad one, and my left one's the one that's got some ability to actually resolve stuff. Okay.
What is that? What kind of creature is this?
It's just lights. How do you know it's a creature? Don't be assuming that's a creature, it's just a light. Nice, there's like a building.
I need to get a closer look.
Oh cool, we got webbed hands. Any horror stuff in Wall's eyes? No. Okay, bye, DJ.
What happened?
Yeah, it could be a superhero
this
origin
speech?
story, exactly.
Oh, I have a terrible headache.
And it's a female character. Chapter 3, The Vanishing of the Lady Shannon. So I was actually searching for comics the other day that had strong female characters. It's amazing how few there are. Because I've almost completely finished rereading my Sandman collection.
So far up the beach. What on earth could have happened to it? I wonder what else could be seen beyond these shores.
No, it looks like our party may have been here. Here's their lights.
Ropes are frayed, and there are strange marks on the wooden pole.
All right. Or is there just a single panel there? Same here. Why is there just a single panel of cloth here?
Looks like they took items from the stranded ship.
Okay.
So, is this recording?
Well, shouldn't we be listening to something, Frank?
I have assembled and disassembled it twice. So it should be fixed, Mr. Everhart. I don't know. Maybe it was never meant to play music.
DeWitt, where have you been this whole time?
Oh my god. He's got a knife.
Get off me, you lunatic!
Hold it! Hold it for Christ's sake! Call J.R. quick!
Okay, that doesn't sound like that was a pleasant encounter.
I believe Harry visited this exposition when he was looking for answers for my illness.
Newburyport Tiara exhibition coming to Boston. Okay, something about FDR. Strange incident in Massachusetts.
Goodness me, what a collection of happy news.
Gardner family disappears.
Oh my.
Robert Sweetum and his wife found dead at high seas. And cults and rituals. An interview with Inspector John Raymond LaGrasse. Or LaGras. And another broken mirror. Warden Blake News Agency.
Photographic film.
Oh yeah, I remember film this kind. This is really old film cartridges. They used to be like this. Eastman Kodak used to produce it like this. God, this takes me back. My dad thought it would be a great hobby to teach me how to develop film. So we developed our own black and whites, and some of the much larger size film that went into really old cameras was still on these you could still purchase it on these kind of rolls. There was a metal spindle and the film was wrapped around it, and then there was like this waxy paper covering on it that you stripped off this little piece of paper here, and then that came off, and you started to you had to do this in the dark. Insert the leader into the back of the camera.
Someone here had a green thumb.
Wow, that takes me back.
Portable typewriter. It's too dark to see anything inside the tents. I should find a way to turn these lights on.
I thought maybe she'd say that. Tales
Pulp
from
magazine.
Beyond.
I love Chandra Hogarth stories.
The House at the End of the World. Escape from Arcadia. The Cream of Weird Stories.
Never heard of this Eric Zahn fella.
And it's a 78. Oh yeah, it's got to have some. There's definitely Lovecraftian references here. Definitely.
Notes about some important dates.
June 30th, arrival on the island. July 1, we set up camp. July 14, Roy blows up the whale's hatch. July 24, we strike camp and move to the beach. July 14, last entry in the Lady Shannon ship log. Same day. That's right, and they were talking about going to the Black Sand Beach, and this looks like it's a Black Sand Beach.
Did he take some amulets from the other campsite? Or did he carve some more?
That's not an amulet, that's a figurine. Alright, I'll go back there in a bit.
chairs around the campfire.
So did we lose somebody else? Is the question. Or did some people dying here? Alright. Power cables. Maybe I should do what they said, turn on the power. So let's chase the power cables. Come on, let me off. Sit back here. No, that's just where the lights go. That's not where the power's coming from, is it? Wow, there's a lot to be seen. We're gonna have a lot to investigate in this area. That's interesting looking. There's more cables. This looks more like power generation.
My God. The ship's hull was ripped open. A few jagged rocks couldn't have caused a gash of this size.
Good morning, by the way, Dadgummit. Okay, is this where we're gonna go to start the power up?
This place gives me the creeps. I can't see any trace of the ship's crew, nor their remains. Dead as a doornail.
Alright, this looks like where we're getting our power from. Boy, does this remind me of Myst. 4 switches.
I'll try again. This isn't right.
Okay.
No power. Dead as a doornail.
Okay, 3, 2. Let's try 1.
Nope, wrong.
Okay, 3, 2, 4, 1.
Green. Now, what exactly did I turn on?
The power, you silly. That's what you turned on. You turned on the power. Alright. While we're here...
That voice. Is that Harry? No, just a recording.
Unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please.
What were you looking for in the heart of the island?
I was thinking this expedition had failed, but then I found these stairs that led me to that giant stone organ. It might be another way to get to the very heart of the island. In any case, there's nothing we can do until someone hears our distress call.
5 of us have survived.
I've wired up
Frank
your
is
message.
certainly a resourceful man.
to the radio like you asked, Mr. Everhart. It'll keep broadcasting as long as the ship's got fall? Oh no, fuel. Fuel. God help us, Frank.
Even the crew of the ship that brought Harry's expedition to this island were afraid of it.
To Lady Shannon's ship's log. This is going to be really hard to read from this distance.
The ship was whaling not far from here.
It says Tahiti and Wales.
Maybe the legend is more real than it seems.
On the island of Ponape, there's a city called Nan Madol that's composed entirely of large basalt structures. Legend has it the city was built with floating stones moved by black magic. Pardon me. Okay.
These knobs must control the vibrations inside this chamber.
And those are that's your floating basalt. Okay, so we need to learn the right numbers to do something with them.
Black ooze's properties are perplexing.
Black ooze test changes consistency, levitates when exposed to different vibrations frequencies, and there's a bunch of different ones there. Everything on this rotten island has...
I was completely covered in that black goo. I wonder what it'll do to me.
Has something to do with that damn black ooze, one way or another. The ancient ruins, the ritual well, even Dr. DeWitt's irrational behavior seems to be related to his getting exposed to that awful liquid. Splotch, question mark, splotch. Drawers don't seem to open. Okay. Anything on the wall? Hash
Apparently,
marks.
Harry's expedition waited for a long time to be rescued. Did they give up hope?
I do like this art style. It's just a touch off realistic. Interesting. Alright, let's work our way back. How did we come up? We came up, oh, there it is. Here.
Only God knows how long I've been covered in this black liquid. I wonder what it's going to do to me. Although I doubt anything could be worse than my illness.
Well, it lets you breathe underwater. That's not a detriment. It's really storming away out there. Okay.
At last, some light. That should make things easier.
Okay. So we have power to the camps. And we should be able to see things better.
The menu is rather limited here.
Yes, they're going through pandemic cooking.
Hey, this sailor is a dead ringer for my grandpa Isaiah.
I'll do my best. Thanks, dadgummit.
Discarded clothing. It hasn't been worn in a long time. A handkerchief with the letters EDW embroidered on it. It's stained with blood and black ooze.
That's probably Dr. DeWitt.
A white fedora. It's really dirty. Oh dear. This dock was a certifiable loon.
Yesterday the Stones danced with my song. My song, mein Liebe. Can't quite get that one. Everything is tuned in this place. There is a treasure. It's almost German. And then it goes off into something I can't understand. There's the eyes with the dots.
The doctor was certainly well supplied with all kinds of substances.
That's peroxide. Absinthe. Wormwood.
I'm glad you stayed by his side, whoever you are.
Frank, I understand what you are saying, but we can't leave Harry here alone. I know you must be thinking I'm only interested in a scoop, but what would you do if it were your wife who was sick? Would you let her die? I'm staying here to the end. Looks like a C?
These two fellows seem to get along pretty well.
Frank and Thea Haroa singing while working in the workshop.
I don't know if someone in the expedition was a cook, but I really hope they didn't rely on Harry for it. When he lived in the dormitory. The expedition only has 5 members now.
Okay, so he's not much of a cook. And I cut that off by picking up the next thing, which I shouldn't have done. Because we want to let it play. I'm so impatient. See, we did this already.
There are only 4 chairs around the campfire.
I did. Yes, I did that. We did this as we came in, but now it's lit. This one's not lit up. Oh, this is the dark room. Okay.
This picture is taken from a distance. What is he doing? Floating rocks?
The doctor seems to be whispering to some rocks. Are they floating?
Those footprints definitely do not look human.
Look like very big bird footprints.
My God, look at his contorted face. Is this what's going to happen to me?
Not necessarily. It took the 4 of us to subdue him. Where did he get that strength?
So, is this recording?
Mm-hmm.
Well, shouldn't we be listening to something, Frank?
I have assembled and disassembled it. Twice. So it should be fixed, Mr. Everhart. I don't know. Maybe it was never meant to play music.
DeWitt, where have you been
Oh,
this
this
whole
is
time?
the one that we listened to before. Okay. It's just that now we can actually see where we are. And these are the clippings we looked at, and the film we looked at.
What happened on this ship?
And I didn't know these were here.
He's repairing my old music box. Attack? What attack?
Frank tried to repair Harry's music box just before the attack. Okay, so now you can actually see that there are photographs up above, which you can't really tell when it's dark. Or at least I didn't notice them. Of course, I wasn't looking up very well. I was looking down a lot. So maybe you could, just I'm a ninny for not looking up. We already found that. Okay. Okay, and then we've got this staircase that goes up. It's kind of beautiful. Tide levels measurements. Harry Everhart.
You always did have a good ear, Harry.
I've been studying this structure for the last few days. The tones it emits change consistently with the tides. So a sound puzzle?
How can someone build something like this out of stone?
Huge pipe organ section. C. Basalt structure. Waves push air through carved stone tubes, creating different sounds.
Captain Hodgson told me that knowing the lunar cycles is useful for better navigation at night. So Harry probably took this calendar from the Lady Shannon.
But do they need the lunar cycles for something other than night navigation?
A rock stained with black ooze. Looks like the prototype of something.
And the rock is floating. And here are rocks that aren't floating. Whole bunch of candles on the floor. That son of a blank DeWitt stabbed Frank. Luckily, it was just a flesh wound. It's a good thing they held me back, or I would have plugged that blank nutcase like the rabid dog that. Jesus, what am I saying?
I've never seen Harry so angry.
Sorry. Okay, we have a off and on.
I hope you didn't borrow this slide projector from the University of Denver, old pal.
Okay. Now that's interesting. What the heck does that mean? Is this like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Is this like a counting pattern? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Time to start writing. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait. That's full. And then the next down is 4, 3, 2, 1. 4. 6, 5. Right? Did I have it wrong? Was it 6, 5? No, it was 5, 6. Now it's 6, 5. Okay, then the next one down is about half. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And a quarter is 5, 6, 7. Oh, I've got to go back and check that I didn't get the 7s and the 4s mixed up. 1, 3, 2, 4. And none is 7, 6, 1, 2, 3. 5. Okay, let me go back because I think I got my 7s and my 4s mixed up. Yeah, this starts with 7, not 4. So it's 7. Seven, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one is 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5. Okay, better.
A rock stained with black ooze. Looks like the prototype of something.
More and more floating rocks.
What kind of doodad is this?
This is pitches. C being 1. Middle C is 2, 6, 2. Does C sharp play? It's 2, 7, 7. D is 2, 9, 4. D sharp or E flat. We're not going to argue about whether those are different. 3, 1, 1, because it's even tempered. E, 3, 3, 0. F, 3, 4, 9. F sharp, 3, 7, 0. G, 3, 9, 2. G sharp, 4, 1, 5. A, 440. A, 440. Ha ha. B flat, 466. B, 494. C prime, 523.
It's well tuned. I expected no less from you, old pal.
And forgive me, I do not have perfect pitch.
Wow,
I can't tell
look at
you.
the size of these stones. These symbols are linked to the piano keys.
Okay, so C is 1. C sharp is 2. D sharp is 3. F is 4. G is 5. G sharp or A flat is 6. B flat is 7. Got him. Right, we got that one? Yep. So there was a place with a machine that we could enter numbers into. Where the heck were you? Where was it?
strange marks on the wooden pole.
I don't... Oh, maybe it's inside the ship. Maybe that's where it is. Because I'm not finding it. Maybe it was in here. Yes. So you could play with frequencies here and see what it does. So interesting. Left one is adjusting the first and the last. Middle is adjusting the first and the second. They about equal? No, they're off by a little. Interesting. All right. This may end up being important. Good to know. All right, just for fun, I want to see what it's giving me. New moon on the 7th, full moon on the 21st. Talking about the number of hertz for each of the keys. Okay. All right, let's go explore the part we haven't gotten to yet. Oh, wait. This is new. I didn't even see this. Was this where we came in? Did I just not remark this? Alright, give me just a second. I'll be right back.
This ornate structure certainly isn't natural, but not man-made either. That huge stone door looks like an exit. How does it open? This feels ominous. Must be instructions to operate this bizarre structure. Those symbols seem to indicate the height of the tide. Those symbols seem to indicate the height of the tide. Must be instructions to operate this bizarre structure. Those symbols seem to indicate the height of the tide. I'm quite scared of storms. When I was a child, I used to cover myself with the sheets to not listen to the noise of thunder. I honestly doubt I'd like to cover myself with anything in here. Time to overcome my fears, I guess.
Some kind of improvised workshop.
Harry isn't usually very chummy, but he really seems to like Frank. Blowtorch. Looks like it's been used a lot. What kind of machine were you building? What kind of machine were you building? So this is the reason the ship was scavenged. You made it work, Harry. Now it's my turn. This must be the highest part of the island. And that diamond shape again. How striking. Burned photo. I can't make out what's in it.
My mic was out. Thank you. I turned it off when I took a break, and geez, I'm a stupid idiot. I've been talking to nobody for the last 10 minutes. Okay, so these keys give you different pitches, and it tells you the frequency in hertz of the pitch. This diagram tells you these keys are associated with specific hertz frequencies. This machine tells you when the tides are measured. Let's call this none, 1/4, half, 3/4, and full. Yeah, I oops a lot. At full, there seem to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pitches, and they occur in this order. So that has to do with that pipe organ thing. So I found where the pipe organ is. I haven't explored everything. There's also this area to explore. So let's go up here. Little dark.
Sometimes I still doubt whether this isn't just some ghastly dream.
I think the notes shift at different tides. Maybe.
It's curious, but it's the first time since I got sick that I feel useful. Harry is depending on me, and not the other way around.
And I think that's where we were, was up over there. And they were talking about a mountaintop temple. I think this will be the staircase to get to that, and there, this will be the door.
What odd structure. It doesn't look like a building, though.
That looks like the basalt stuff. There's 3 floating things. Alright, so... yeah, Mary Berry, maybe you're correct. Maybe they shift, but the patterns change depending upon the tides. Alright, so.
When I get back home, I'm going to read up on engineering. I've been interested in knowing how things work since I was a child, but I always thought technology wasn't for me. What nonsense.
Yes, the same, I think these are hexagons, right? 2, 4, 6. Same hexagonal rock structure. And there's got to be something that comes out here, because this is clearly like a door structure. Alright, so... I thought what I was supposed to do... I thought I was supposed to go down... and to read the tide level, which is at 1/4. Then to take the 1/4 tide pattern and do it in order, and then push the button. And I did do it in order, push the button, and I tried playing with this button, and I didn't get it. So that's clearly not the trick. Should we be looking for hidden paths? Yeah, we probably should. Did I miss something that was an obvious hidden path? And you know what? I tell you what, I am open to kibitzing as long as you're not giving out true spoilers. If you have played the game, don't kibitz. If you haven't played the game, feel free to kibitz a bit. If you played the game, no fair. You already know. But if you guys haven't played the game and you want to kind of dive in here a little bit and go, hey, I think that we should try this, go for it. So going down this side of the front of the pipe organ thing gives me the buttons that change whether the pipes are open or shut. Yeah, hunches are fine. Tells me what the path is. This is the button. This is the... That's 5. That'll shut tube 5. This'll shut 3. This'll shut 7. So now 3, 5, and 7 are shut. I found, it took me a while, but 1 is in the hallway. Yeah, it's supposed to make noise. There's 2. That's 6. That's 4. That's where we came out, we walked around down there, we saw whatever that object was. It's just in there, great big huge like claw marks on the side of the ship. So the question is, am I only supposed to open some of them? So this is clearly, this is the pipe organ. And this I think is where the sound comes up through. Or it has something to do with the phases of the moon, one or the other. Dark of the moon. See crescent. Full. So I think this has to do with the phases of the moon. See, new moon, full moon. But I don't know what day today is. The tidal organ emits musical tones when the water pushes air through its tubes. Yes, we know that. Yeah, there's also, on the ship, let me go back to the ship. Let me show you something on the ship. So you know how I was saying about the different numbers, 1 through 7, correspond to different keys on that keyboard, which correspond to different frequencies. So on the ship, By the way, I'm running flat out. This is how slow the movement speed is. Okay. On the ship, there is a room back here with a machine with black ooze coated rocks that float. And you can turn the power on, making the rocks float. You can change the switches. And I thought maybe you could change the frequencies. What point do they go green? There, it likes it there. What wants it there? Need to come down some. You maybe up a little. Getting closer. Getting closer. Okay.
Better write down those numbers in my journal.
262 is C, middle C, which is number 1. Three, 4, 9 is F, which is number 4. 4, 1, 5 is A flat or G sharp, depending upon which one you look at it, which is number 6. So it's 1, 4, 6. Okay. Well, I'm glad I played with that. Yeah, and actually she said that on this island she can move better. She said something about feeling that she had more stamina or more of an ability to move than she had before. Okay. So let's see what happens if we play 1, 4, and 6, and we play with the phases of the moon up in the pipe organ. Now, if this game is well made, that sequence will not be the same for everyone. That will be slightly different from one person to another. Alright, so I want to make it Dark of the Moon. Open one. Okay, 4 and 6. You are 6. You're 4. One, 4, and 6. Okay. I can't see any moon, so I can't tell what the phase of the moon is. Okay, what if it's close 1, 4, and 6? Hey, Blake AJB. We're struggling a bit with this one. Alright, so let's close 1. Let's open up the others. Oh wait, Mary Berry, you said that they might be shifted. You said those might mark shiftings. Alright, so let's close 1, 4, and 6. I liked your theory. So let's close 1, 4, and 6 for now. Alright. So if those are shifts, when it's at a tide level 1/4, then they shift. 1 shifts to 5. 4 shifts to 1. And 6 shifts to 2. So we need to open 5, 1, and 2. Here's 1. You're 5. Gotta find 2. Exactly, that's the whole principle. Column of air height. 2. Mary Berry, you were the key.
Holy Mike, what kind of magic is this?
Okay, so we solved that. Still don't quite know what to do with this yet. I thought it would be part of it, but it's not necessarily. Nice view of the ship. Kind of face-like. Oh, it's an elevator. Oh, and they've been here.
My dear old pal, I think I'm getting closer to understanding what is happening to you, but it is taking a toll on my sanity. As fascinating as this island and its ancient and unfathomable wonders may seem, it's also a place plagued with misfortune and calamities. We lost Roy at the campsite. We almost lost our engineer on this beach. The doctor went mad and stabbed him with a strange knife. And all because of this island, Nora. Initially, we were optimistic and in high spirits, but now we've all become resentful and discouraged. Even I can feel how I am constantly assaulted by dark thoughts. Anyway, if what I am going through here helps me find you a cure, it'll have been worth it. I hope to find an answer in the temple on that mountain peak. Love you always, Harry.
Poor Harry. He is worried, exhausted, disheartened. I will find you, my love.
Okay, and we have four buttons. Interesting view of the ship. Interesting view of the mountain.
Let's see what the next one does.
Okay, in can we find an old picture? There. See how it's almost straight up and it looks a bit like a key, like the end of a key. So I think that's what I want to do, is get it more in this position. Oh, that's interesting. There's the key.
That's it. That's where Harry must have gone.
Okay, we get a new staircase to go running down.
I'm not sure why, but I don't feel this island is dangerous. Maybe it's because I haven't spent as much time here as Harry did.
Or it's maybe because you have the disease, or because you already took a nice dip in the pool of black goo. See, we can still play with this. So, we haven't used this yet. Whatever this is. Alright. Spiky. Your glowing blue goo has contaminated my video game. How did you do that? How did you take your glowing blue goo out of your video game and put it in mine? Okay, and so, yes, this thing that we thought would be a door is now open. Oh, we're done with chapter 3.
That was quite a hike.
Chapter 4, quite a show. This is pretty, and yay, it's not stormy. That's where we came from. We still got the fishy head statues. This would be very slick to walk upon.
I've been seeing these horseshoe-shaped pillars all the way up. Do they mark a path?
Okay. Having played The Witness, how many of you want that to finish off so you can go boom? Yeah, I think we're on the Witness Trail, right? We're going up the mountain. That's an EP that we can't complete. We're headed up the mountain, except it's raining for some reason.
I'm at the top of the mountain. I can see that giant diamond-shaped thing really close from here.
Oh, I'm not making her run now. I'm having her walk slowly. Just in case there's something to find.
Took me a while to get here, but the views are worth it.
Alright, so that's not natural. That looks to be older, as does that one. That looks like a big fish head from one of those fish head statues. Do we go right or left? Should we go right or left? What do you vote? Right or left? Any opinions? Mary Berry goes for left. Oh, hi Goyate. Welcome to the channel. I believe you're new. And if I mispronounced that, my apologies. Feel free to correct me.
They built all this just with pieces from the beached ship. Frank sure must be a real whiz.
Folks call me Marty, by the way. These things also remind me of Death Stranding. And for those of you who've played that game or watched that game, you know what I mean. Now that's interesting looking. I'm gonna draw that. 4 diamonds. This one has a little circle nipped out of it. This one has a straight line nipped out of it. This one has an empty circle on the top and a filled circle on the bottom. This one has a horizontal line across and then a little bit of a cross, and then there's a big straight line across the bottom. Well.
That is a doornail.
Ah, we need to turn the power on. Okie dokie. I wonder why people say the doornails are dead. I mean, why doornails, of all things? Why are doornails the dead things? Okay, you're not going to say anything this time. Okay, I'll have to use the ship's turbine and juggle with the things I got from the ship to make this work. Let's see if I manage to power the whole set just with the scarce materials that I have. Okay.
Harry's convinced the answer to my illness lies inside that temple.
Temple, Black Ooze, and Nora's illness got to open that door.
Nakal? So this is like Atlantis, but in the Pacific Ocean, right?
According to the legend that said the continent Mu sank into the Pacific thousands of years ago, its massive stone structures generally irregular in shape, contrasted with the unique use of diamond shapes. This is reminiscent of other rhomboid symbols, such as the lozenge? I can't tell if it's an A or an E. Or the Hindu Lakshmi star. However, experts believe that in the specific case of the Nazca structures, instead of representing fertility and prosperity, the rhombus was a sign of transformation and evolution. Losange rhombus. That's not a rhombus, though. That's actually a square. And that's a parallelogram. That might be a rhombus, but that's a square.
They built loudspeakers on top of this tower to reproduce the effect of the organ. Very clever, old pal.
Aha. Because it makes the stones move.
His low spirits are obvious in this photo. What was wrong with Frank? He looks so thin.
Yeah, it looks like he's lost a lot of weight. And there's only 4 people in the photo now. Of course, someone has to take the photo.
Looks like a sneaky snapshot. She doesn't look at all happy.
She's got a symbol round her neck. By the way, we got an achieve that said you have found 50% of the story logs pop up. I have it turned so you can't see my notifications because I don't want you to have to see when my friends come online and stuff like that. I don't figure you want to know when they pop in and pop out. It also maintains their privacy. Okay, so there's steps up there.
Oh no!
Oh,
Frank died. So Frank fought in the Great War. Oh, Frank had a daughter named Evangeline. What a darling. I'm so sorry. He was such a talented man, and he seemed to be a good friend of Harry's.
that is sad.
They built a turbine to generate electricity under the falling water, but the stream isn't close enough to the wheel.
So are we going to be moving the wheel?
These levers connect those gears to direct the wheel's energy into the turbine. Blood-soaked rags.
That's not good.
A Bible. It must have belonged to Frank. He thought it was a flesh wound, but it kept getting worse.
I've tried to do something with this wound for DeWitt's attack. No matter what I do, it still looks infected. I feel worse every day. Oh, yeah, yeah, you really don't want to get a bad infection in the tropics. That's not a good thing. Okay, so once we have power...
No power.
Once we have power, we should be able to get that going. Interesting. Reminds me of a particular puzzle in The Witness. The earliest known use of dead as a doornail was in use in 1350. Who knows how long the phrase has been used? Well, so the question is, you know, what makes a doornail dead? Does it mean that, for instance, because a door moves a lot, the nails get used to the point where they cannot be reused again, because remember, iron would have been in short supply in some cultures. Good grief, just think of Japan, where iron is really a scarce ore. And so you would reuse your nails. Okay, now that one will pull. This one won't. So what position made this one work? Down. Okay. Nails would be used to strengthen the door. It's nailed through the door and then the end hammered down to be flush with the door. At that point, the nail could, well, it could no longer be removed or reused because it had been bent. And so then it would be dead, right? Okay, so I bet I have to go do something to get the water wheel turning first. Once it's turning, then I bet I have to get the gears engaged in order. And then once that happens, I bet I turn on that. Let's see if we can get to the top and mess with where the water falls. She didn't say anything, but she sketched something. The triangle with the right is this. Okay. We don't know what these mean.
This is a water channel.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
There are some sort of sound devices built around this amphitheater.
Okay.
Homemade loudspeakers, probably to amplify the sound.
So I want to shift the water. Maybe to the left. Okay, well, we'll hunt around until we figure out how to do that. Oh, okay, we can drop off things. We take no damage, but we can drop off things. There's our symbol again.
There's a symbol inside.
Yeah, and that's the one I drew out. And this one goes to this one. So is that a door that can be opened, and do we need to get the right sound to make it open? And there we go.
Homemade loudspeakers. Probably to amplify the sound. One, two, testing. Nope, doesn't work.
No, there's no power to it, dear.
All right. Can you turn it on, Cass? Please, sir. We should not do this. Not now. Haven't we had enough warning, Mr. Everhart? What else do we need? Another death? Listen to me. Frank lost his life setting this whole thing up. So we're not going to discuss it anymore. We're going to activate it, period. That clear enough for you? Coyote. Hey, Ma! Fine, same to you. Please, Cass, activate. Yes. It's working.
You're playing 5 tones.
It's working!
Is there something wrong, Harry?
The ground. The ground is shaking. No. No!
No, I can't!
I told you it was hot. You damn fool! You're going to kill us all! Turn it off! Turn it off!
Okay, they played 5 tones.
So I guess you used the notes from the organ and they weren't the right ones.
I am so stupid, such an arrogant idiot. That rock slide could have killed everybody, and thanks to my stubbornness. So somebody got hurt, or something got broken, but more likely somebody got hurt. Because equipment's just equipment, but people are people. So we need to learn the correct music to play. Different symbol. This is that symbol. So guy with this in his hand, guy with this in his hand. These two. Interesting. Okay. This symbol is this one. This symbol is the one on the right. That symbol is the one on the top. So we've got 1, 2, 3 out of the 4 symbols drawn. Question is, where is the 4th one? Hi, Leo. I'm right here. Maybe it was on this one?
I like singing so much. Harry and I often sang together. When my condition got worse, Harry thought it wasn't a good idea to make unnecessary efforts. And we stopped singing. I know it was just for my own good, but my illness caused our whole lives to revolve around it. Heavens, looks like a rock slide crushed all the tents. All but one.
Oh dear.
A torn picture. Maybe the Polynesian guide didn't like people taking pictures of his scar. The only tent that came out of the rock slide in one piece is the one filled with amulets. Oh dear. Oh, I'm sorry, but art has never been your thing, old pal.
Okay, and here's the last one. And that symbol is the symbol on the left.
Did these stone columns just vibrate? Amazing! The hatches are opening. I'm not sure if Harry ever got to read this note.
Harry, you are a good man. I know you love your wife. Do yourself a favor and return home to her. Here you won't find anything but death. Leave now. Cass will try to convince you to do otherwise. She's only interested in getting a good story. Don't listen to her. I have no strength left. I'm sorry. Goodbye. Mr. Franklin Drayton Jr., 12 Grant Street, Mount Bayou, Mississippi. Dear Mr. Drayton, we acknowledge receipt of your letter of July 30th, enclosing your application for admission to our School of Engineering. I'm sorry to inform you that we are not authorized to consider, oh, this is awful, a colored person for admission. I regret that we cannot help you in this regard. Yours, John R. Bedford, Director of Admissions, University of, and it doesn't say what
They didn't accept
university.
Frank in the university. They should be ashamed.
Yeah, he was clearly a talented man. The little flashes of white from the raindrops on the screen make me think that there are things to click on. Yes, Leo, I agree.
Are these figures singing like a choir? These drops of rain are so refreshing. It feels really good.
I don't want to finish this chapter because I haven't gotten a notification yet. I don't think I'm at the finish yet, but I haven't got the notification yet that I found the hidden item in this section, so. I want to find whatever it is I'm supposed to find. Okay, we haven't turned on the power up there yet, though.
I'm really sorry about Frank. Harry doesn't have many friends. When you finally do get to know him, he's so witty, so funny. Now the wheel is moving.
Okay, there we go. Alright, so that got the wheel going. Alright. First one's in bottom position. Oh, Leo. I know you want my attention, but no claws. No claws are allowed, okay? Especially on face. It's not okay, young man. I shouldn't call him young man anymore. I realized yesterday he's 10. He's not young for a kitty. Okay. Oh, you're really mad at me, Leo. He's just knocked my pen off.
Huh, that was easy.
Okay.
These buttons seem to adjust the amount of energy that goes through the turbine.
Okay. Okay, so we need to change it.
These buttons seem to adjust the amount of energy that goes through the turbine.
Oh, it's one of these kind of puzzles.
That should give the turbine some energy.
Alright, let's try left. Right.
Great, we did it. Now everything should be powered.
Still hunting for the hidden item on this level. I want my pen back too, Leo. Got those. Got that. Is there anything up above that I missed? I don't tend to look up. It's one of my failings.
I'm so sorry. He was such a talented man, and he seemed to be a good friend of Harry's.
Okay, we did that. We did those three. Actually, there are four. 1, 2, 3, 4. I remember doing those. And that. Okay. We found this. Come on, give me an up prompt. There it is. Good game.
Oh, what? Did I do something wrong? Come on, work. Come on.
Oops. What the heck is this?
Now what? What's happening this time? Where am I?
Okay, it won't let me go any further in this direction. I'm kind of like running into an invisible wall.
I can feel the fever rising. Oh God, no. My illness. Is it coming back? Is
You're
this
gonna be fine,
an
girl.
ocean? An ocean that dried up.
You have to be fine because we have to play the game. Come on, give me back control.
My cane. No. I would rather die than use that damned thing again.
They can be kind of handy objects, honestly. Having used one myself when I needed it, trust me. They can be helpful.
They are so dry. I need to find water.
You don't like being dry, do you?
My bed. Another. How many times did I think I was going to die lying in this bed? I'd better find some shade before I dry right up.
Alright. Give me some control. Can I go over here? No. I could go this way.
The horseshoe-shaped pillar. And that diamond shape again.
Okay, now I've got to go this way. It's really kind of controlling which direction I go. I have a little bit of play, but not much.
I can't take much more of this. I feel woozy.
No, stop it.
Is that a house?
Floating in the air, yes.
That's not a house. That's our house in Englewood. Am I dreaming? Or am I just losing my mind?
I like the house floating with the fishes. I like it that we're now underwater. Boobles.
That's our mailbox, too.
Boobles. Lots of boobles.
Harry? Are you home?
I don't think Harry's home right now. Ready? In go. Come on, play. We're gonna play
A
something.
picnic with Harry's brother and sisters. I started wearing gloves shortly after that day. A picnic with Harry's brother and sisters.
Bubbles. Love the floating furniture. Can't go any further this way. Invisible wall. So methinks we must go.
I am definitely losing my mind.
This is kind of the way it started.
I don't understand what is happening, Harry. Are you...
Okay, water went away.
Checkmate in 3 moves.
She's a much better chess player than I am. Come on, read me whatever it says. Come on. Give me control.
The Everhart twosome. What a duo.
Wow. Why is it not letting me have any control? Alright, I just got an achieve. It's not letting me turn these around and rotate them. I don't have mouse control for some reason. Something's happened to my mouse control. Is my mouse running out of juice? Hold on a second.
Harry gave me this necklace after one of his scavenger hunts.
I'm wondering why it's doing this. Yeah, my mouse is failing its sanity checks. Except that there have been no obvious sanity checks. But I can't, I'm trying to right click to go back and it's not letting me do that. This is interesting. That wasn't there before, and all of a sudden now I've got this Nora Barrows. I've got this family tree. Obadiah Marsh, Ruth Marsh, Isaiah Marsh, Eleanor Marsh, Pythia Igi. So that must have been on the back of one of these. But it won't let me back out. Alright, I'm going to exit to the main menu. Oh, I'm going to save first. And let me restart it. Let's see if that fixes it. So let's see. It was, that's the second one. Where was the first one I looked at? This was the first one. And no, it's not letting me look at this. Won't let me rotate it, and it won't let me go back. Is that because it's waiting for a sound file and it's not picking it up or something? Have I been too impatient trying to grab the sound file?
The Everhart twosome. What a duo.
Now it'll let me. So maybe that's it. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that the sound files aren't playing. Because it says there should be a sound file.
Harry gave me this necklace after one of his scavenger hunts.
Give it some time.
Harry gave me this necklace after one of his scavenger hunts.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if that's what's going on, but this is really annoying because I can't get out of this at all. I can't do anything. It won't let me pick any of these options. I can't hit escape to get out. It makes me wonder if there's something going on in the background, like a freaking Windows download or something that's just eating my CPU. It being Wednesday, it could very much be something stupid like another Windows download.
The happiest day of my life.
Now that one played without me prompting
And
it.
one of the few pictures of Harry without his glasses.
And it let me turn it. And go back. So there's progress. So I think that on the reverse of this one is the family tree that we're seeing here. And I think that this is going to be key, right there. That our mom, our maternal grandfather's mother. So that would be grandfather, great-grandmother is someone with a very, very interesting name. I think that's going to be key in this story. I'm coming around to whatever that
My
is.
mother's music box. Yet again.
No, thank you for prompting me before I wanted to go there. Greetings from Johannesle. And we get a you have found the secret object in chapter 4. Achieve. And it says you need to turn it around, and I can't turn it around. Turn it around. It's driving me crazy. All right, let me try something. A big chunk of my CPU is being eaten up by the game, but it doesn't look like anything else is eating. I'm running Taskmaster right now. Doesn't look like another great big huge chunk of it is being run by anything else. Let's see. No. OBS is eating most of the memory, but that's fine. Call Streamlabs. I could turn off, I could shut down Google. That's to be done. CPU's doing okay. Stream's doing okay. There, we got it.
Cousin Robert? But I don't have any cousins.
Okay, that worked. Alright, I want to see if this is the one that has the thing on the back of it. Maybe we just have to give it time. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe we have to go slowly. It wants us to be patient. No, there's nothing on the back of that. Alright, give it time. I've got another idea. Hold on a second, Leah. I know. Let me grab this. Let's plug in our mouse. Maybe something's interfering with the
Harry
signal.
gave me this necklace after one of his scavenger hunts.
That seems to have helped a lot. Something's interfering with the signal from the mouse. All right.
What a sweet melody.
Oh, listen to that. All right, so
What was that? Another vivid dream? And my music box again.
is
but
that
it
21354?
wasn't broken anymore. And what a catchy tune.
Is that 21354? Can she still sing?
I've lived more in these last 2 days than in the previous 6 years. With my illness, I'd forgotten about the kind of person I am. I might not be daring, but I am determined. Love gave me strength, but it also gave me something to lose.
All right, so here's my
This
theory.
stuff, Sabrina, so refreshing. Feels really good.
Two, 1, 3, 5, 4. Sounded like the kind of the pitches. I want to make sure that we've got power. Now, do we sing it?
1 2 1 2 testing. Nope, doesn't work.
Okay, we don't have power.
I haven't sung since I got sick. But
Sing it, girl.
let's give it a shot.
Okay, we don't have to input the pitches.
That was quite a show.
All right, we did it. We got the door open. And we got the secret item from this chapter, so we should be good to go through the doorway. Okay. Just want to take a look at what else has gone into this since we last looked. Okay.
This feels like hallowed ground.
Okay. Well, even though it's hallowed ground, people still look like they've been camping out. More film rolls.
Are they bathing him in black ooze?
Well, we got bathed in black ooze. Oh, there are symbols along the bottom, too.
His hands are changing, like in my dream.
Becoming webbed.
Look at those spots. They look like mine.
And his face is changing. He's becoming a fishman. Or she.
Now he's some sort of man-fish? Fish of every size and shape. This looks like the same kind of elevator that was in the campsite.
Upper floor tunnel, ground floor, another elevator mechanism.
These patterns look too familiar.
Common patterns in the fishes. So Alan Moore and Jason Burrows' Neonomicon is a pretty bracing Lovecraft retelling, but it's strong stuff. Alan Moore is known for comics. Is that a comic?
She sounds worried for him, I think.
Harry's been up there for 3 days now, and he won't answer me. What did he find if I could go up? Didn't Alan Moore write Watchmen? I loved Watchmen. I loved Watchmen. You definitely need a picture. This is so picturesque, this game. More of these symbols. Very, very much a witness tree. And all these lovely circles, and none of them I can ignite and trace paths from. Oh.
Where is this taking me? Looks like I'm inside the giant fish head that I saw from below.
Well, I will definitely look up the titles that I haven't read. And thank you, Dadgummit. I really, really, really appreciate it. Oh, so we have another little encampment up here. So this is where he went. He came up here.
John McCormack's Dear Old Pal of Mine? Our favorite song. done, Harry. Boy, am I lucky that you did the hard part of figuring things out.
Ideograms.
This one was really hard to figure out. Good job, Harry. I'm starting to understand this language.
Oh my goodness, the last couple games that I've added on have been games that have been about deciphering a language. That was not intentional. I didn't think that was going to be involved in this.
God's blood. Does this mean that... Is this related to me somehow, to my disease?
My dear old pal. Nora. I wish I could write something else. But a long time ago, I promised you I would never lie to you. So here goes. There is no cure for your illness. What you carry in your blood is changing you. And it will keep changing you until it's done. Whatever that means. There is nothing we can do to stop it. My dear old pal. My partner. The love of my life. I am so sorry. I've made so many mistakes. All those deaths because of me. Frank, DeWitt, Roy. All for nothing. Maybe Teodoro is right. Maybe we can return to the beach and build a raft to get back to Papeete. Maybe in less than a month, I could be back.
There's no cure? But he didn't finish the letter. What did you do, Harry? Where are you? I know for sure that you didn't go back home, so what? What do I do now? Are you still on the island? I have to find you.
Oh yes, we definitely have to look for Harry.
Well, this one was easy, I think.
Okay. Combining symbols creates words. So he's figuring out the words.
Harry marked this symbol for a reason. I'd better write it down.
Water animal. I'm gonna go back to that in a minute. Okay. So. Transformation, liquid, life, eternal. Combining symbols creates words. God's blood, death's an inevitable transformation, water animal, eternal life. So, okay. Wait 1 second. So, we're supposed to click on the right sets in the right order to tell the story. God's blood, destiny, inevitable transformation, water, animal, eternal life. Yep. I think, right? Because that's the right order this whole thing goes in. No, that's not the one. Where does it say? Here. God's blood, destiny, inevitable. Yes. Okay. So, God's blood is life and eternal and liquid. Liquid and life and eternal. So it's this and not that. This and this. But the question is, what position does it have to be in, right? Because one is on the left, one is the center, one is on the right. So what does this do? Moves it. So how do I preview what I'm going to make?
A complex pattern.
Oh. Okay, hold on. Okay. The half circle has to be in 1, 3, and 4. Well, actually, let's do with this one first. The line has to be 1 and 3. One and 3 are the ones on the left with the diamond on the top. So that will be there and there with the diamond on the top. Okay. Hole on the top, solid on the bottom. Has to be in position 2, so just to the right of the diamond. There. Okay. Circle taken out of left has to be in positions 1, 3, and 4, but not in the position just to the right of the diamond. So it has to be empty in the position just to the right of the diamond. clockwise from the diamond. Okay. The line is missing 1, 2 counterclockwise from the diamond.
This is the right combination.
Okay, why didn't I have to do anything with this? Oh, wow, okay. What the heck? Oh, this was the way I got up there.
A broken liquor bottle. Is this Harry's? He hates booze.
Okay, what chapter am I in now? What has it given me that I didn't? Okay. Am I still in chapter 4? Ooh, this is pretty. Those little glowy lights that have been swimming around.
It appears Harry didn't advance any further.
I can't go any further. I've tried everything and this still, maybe it's a different word, isn't working. It isn't working. What do I need? I followed the sequence correctly and my hand. I can't get that thing to work. I need to cross the river down there. There's like a circle thing and a hand picture. Anyway, for what? Leo, you're okay. You're okay. Don't have to be twitchy. You're fine. Well, that would be why your hand won't work. It's because you got the wrong kind of hand, dear. What are you?
Those are drums of some sort.
Huh.
Nora, you idiot, just follow the sequence.
Okay. Low, medium, high. Medium, medium, high, low.
Nora, you idiot, just follow the sequence.
Ugh. Wrong.
I screwed up. to a maze.
Okay.
Harry said it didn't work for him, so it shouldn't work for me either. Unless there's something different.
There
about
is
my
something
hand.
different about your hand.
Anyway, Nora, you know what you've got to do.
All right, we've completed chapter 4, according to the Jeeves.
My hands. Look at my hands. This is definitely not a dream. And I'm starting to doubt the others were dreams too.
Cool. We are a merpeople. Yeah, this would make a great superhero origin story.
I should be scared, but it's hard to explain what I feel, but it isn't fear. Not a bit.
Hans Christian Andersen, eat your heart out. See, that's where we came from.
Another one of those gates, like the one I saw in the temple.
Oh, okay. Oh, hi, Watson. What you need, sweetie? You're good. Down you get.
I'm back to being me.
Ooh, so can we really, like Little Mermaid it? Can we go back and forth? That's pretty.
It's hard for me to understand how these gates work. What happens every time I cross one of them?
Well, clearly we go from point A to point B. There's another one. That's where we came in, right? But do we also switch from, like, do they switch us from water to sea? Sorry, land to sea. This is cool. Ooh. Puzzle?
Another panel of this strange technology. What's it for? Something related to the currents?
It showed us something in our journal, but we can't look at our journal when we're underwater? Okay. Okay, this switches it one to the other. That lets the stuff flow in. Okay, you fill, but you don't fill all the way. That's better. Am I supposed to keep pumping? Am I supposed to pump and turn and pump and turn and pump and turn and pump and turn? Like... Alright, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it.
Wow.
Does it change what tunnel we go through?
The island is pierced by underground currents.
So are those maps?
That architecture again. Where is this gate going to lead me now? What a quiet and peculiar place. Who made these marks? They look quite old. Slaves and masters and... Naqal. Wasn't Naqal in the notes? Looks like some sort of food. It's not human food, though, and it's fossilized, too.
It's like that tide thing.
Although they are the same style, these huts are much simpler than the magnificent architecture I've seen up to now. Whoever the inhabitants were, they were living here against their will. Someone vandalized this mural. Some hands look human, but others are amphibian hands.
Okay, there's a gate down there. We came in through here. These are human handprints.
I wonder who used to live here. It seems it was abandoned ages ago. Some sort of handmade tribal painting. Looks really primitive.
Okay, so we have the human handprints and then the scratchy handprints. We have a gate down below. The funny food. We have black ooze covered area. Right? This is black ooze? Or is it just weird reflection?
The inhabitants of this village lived at different altitudes. Some even lived inside the water. They used this sort of dam to lower or raise the water level.
Aha!
Water animal. Is that what I am now?
Direction change of water currents. That's what it's for, to change the direction of the water currents. Okay.
It seems that each family had to agree somehow to change the water level. I'm amazed at how organized they seem to be, despite them being so primitive. Being trapped here probably made them stronger as a community.
So if they all do the thing with their pillars, the water level rises or falls. Okay. So was there a... I don't see a water level pillar here. We found one there. And that was the reset I think we just pushed. There's one here. And wasn't there one over here somewhere? Maybe it was in a hut? Yeah, one here. Okay, we found two. I think it showed 4 in that hut, right? One, two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pillars. So to find 4. That was 1. That's 2. need to find 2 more. That's 3. In between hands.
It's quite disturbing to see someone's hand paintings from thousands of years ago. I feel connected to them somehow.
Falls from the sky, awakens God, black blood.
Is that black blood the same thing as the black ooze? How can I explain what's happening to me? What is the meaning of all this? God's blood, transformation, eternal life. I feel like I'm going through what was written in that inscription. Black blood in eyes, like in the well. This reminds me of some prehistoric cave paintings. Like in the Cueva de las Manos in South America.
Okay, here's the 4th. Okay. So this is the 4th. So if all 4 vote, and if I click on the right thing, the water level should change. I suspect it's going to rise dramatically. Ooh. Ooh, what's this? Just where we started? No. Different spot.
There are some hand marks made with pigments. I wonder if they mean something. I better draw them just in case.
It'll let us walk off? It will not let us walk off. We can't jump in the water. It won't let us swim. It won't let us go there. Okay. Symbol order. Okay. Okay. I think it's the other direction I need to go. Okay. Water. No? Ugh. Alright. Alright. Tell you what. Since I haven't got this one figured out, and it's apparently there's an order to it that we have to do it in. I will, and I'm running out of time. I've got something I've got to do. I have to go grocery shopping today. So it's Wednesday, and tomorrow I can't stream. Something I got to do. It's going to take all day. I will stream Friday. So I will park it here in this bit of loveliness and come back to this on Friday. And if I have time, I will practice runs of the Witness Challenge if I have time. See if I can get past that. If I can, yay, I'll finish up my Witness 100%. I don't know if I can. But I've got to go grocery shopping, and it's relatively sunny out, and it isn't snowing like the dickens, so this is the time to do it. All right. So thank you for being here with me today. For a big chunk of Call of the Sea, we got through several chapters. And I think that honestly, it's not heavy in the horror. So for those of you who don't like horror, it's really not bad. It's all kind of implied. It's not direct so far. I mean, about the worst is there's a little bit of flashes of stuff, so, which is about what I tolerate. So that's why I kind of picked it out, is I knew it wouldn't be too bad. So thank you, Mary Berry. Thank you for everybody for hanging out. Let me see who's available. Let me just hit save first. Okay, and yes. Let's see who's on. Is there anybody who's watching right now who's about to stream? I see Spikey's running. He's doing his eco speed run practices. My friend Leah is broadcasting Bloons Tower Defense. Are there any good Witness streams going? Where's my followed categories? Why won't it show them? Somebody says they're on their first playthrough. I don't know, anybody got any preferences for what they want to watch? I don't see anybody I know playing it right now. So if not, I'll put it on Spikey, because Spikey deserves the views. Yeah, I'm gonna raid Spikey. And thank you for watching the stream today. I hope you're all well, and have a great day.